Alright, Brush Monkeys, welcome back. This week we are starting in on the first of the Frostgrave Witches we built from the kit from last week. Last week I did the unboxing and review and whatnot, and this week we're doing the first of the witches. We're doing the Black Witch here. I've decided to paint all the witches in different colors based on their school of magic, and I kind of like, this one's going to be the typical Black Witch, shooting fire out of her hands. We're going to paint that with that clear inks, and she's got a book, so we'll be able to do some like spell book type stuff with some micron pens, and I think she's going to turn out really well, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and get started on her, and then we'll come back and see how she looks. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, so I've made a little bit of progress on our girl here. I got her skin done. I was going to go a little bit lighter with the skin. I was originally going to do like the opal skin from the Army Painter skin tone set, some soft tones wash, and then opal and pearl toner highlight. But I think that skin is pale enough as it is. I think that looks pretty good the way it is. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Also got her lips painted with the brown rose, you can see that. And I did her under tunic in Nightmare Black and the band on her hat. So up next, I think we're going to do her hair with the Wraithbone and Iandin yellow. And then we're going to do this over tunic in Vallejo Game Color Black and black gray highlights. And then I think this middle tunic and probably her pants are going to be Besmara Black from Reaper, their Pathfinder line. And then her belt, her bracers there, and her boots are going to be Black Templar. And then the book is going to have a cover of Flesh Tearers Red. The pages are going to be Wraithbone with Pallid Bone wash on them, and then we'll do some writing and whatnot in different micron pens. I haven't decided what I'm going to put on there yet, but I'll make it up as I go. Then this brooch she's wearing, and her belt loop, or her belt buckle, and she's got a ring on this finger, all going to be sterling silver. And then I think for the brooch on the front, I'm going to do a white base and then Tesseract glow on it, so it's going to be a nice bright fluorescent green on there. And then, like I said, these flames are going to be painted with inks. These are the flames are essentially just it's a magic effect from a Beholder kit that I had painted some time back, and I just, you know, some of the eye stocks had these effects on them, flames, lightning, that kind of thing, and I cut those off the eye stocks to use on some of these witches. So some of the witches will be casting spells like this, and some of them won't. So I think that's going to turn out really cool. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause here and go paint some more. See you soon. Bye. Alright, we got her hair and her hat and over tunic done. And you can see it looks quite a bit starker difference between the Nightmare Black and the Vallejo Game Color Black on camera than it is in real life. It's actually not that bright blue. It's actually really, really dark blue. But yeah, I think she looks really good. The hair came out good. So I think I'll continue on with this mid-tunic pants and this little like hood that she's wearing with the Besmara Black. And then we'll come back and see how she looks. All right. See you in a bit. Alright, so now the Besmara Black is done, and I've also highlighted the over tunic with a little bit of the black gray just to make it stand out from the Besmara Black, and that's looking really good. I like how this has turned out. The Besmara Black is still a little bit wet, so I'm going to let that dry. And then we'll go over the belt, bracers, and boots with the Black Templar, and take another look at it before I do the book. But she's coming along pretty well. I like it. See you in a bit. Alright, we made some more progress on our gal here. We got the belt done, the boots, bracers, all that fun stuff done. Also got the book based in the Wraithbone. So I'll be using Flesh Terror's Red for the cover of the book and Pallid Bone for the inside of the book. Also got her belt buckle and brooch painted, as you can see. The brooch is based in white. Once all this dries, the Wraithbone and the white dries a little bit, I'm going to do the brooch in Tesseract Glow and then start it on the book. Now, something interesting about doing this, to paint the magic effect and still keep it clear like that, I'm going to finish the witch, the basing and all, and then I'm going to matte seal the entire thing, and that matte seal will protect the paint on the painted part, but more importantly, it'll act like a primer on the magic part, and it'll keep it clear, but it'll also help that ink kind of stick to the clear plastic. It's basically a way of, like I said, priming the clear plastic. So yeah, once I get done with the witch, then I'll show you her after I get her matte sealed, and then the next time you see her after that will be with the magic effect done, and it's going to look really spiff. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Waiting for the Wraithbone to dry, and then we can finish up the book, and then we'll do the magic effect, or do the basic and then the magic effect. So, see you soon. Bye. Alright, so I got the brooch painted with the Tesseract Glow, excuse me, and I think that looks really fantastic. Kind of keep her in focus here. Also got the book done. Let me see if I can focus in on that with the writing with the pens. Got a little off a little bit on the right hand side, but it's meant to look like an illuminated manuscript, so that'll happen. And I borrowed a page, so to speak, from the Necronomicon from Sam Raimi's Evil Dead series to make it look like that hand, the severed hand. That was really done with 2 different pens. I did this kind of burgundy. See if it says what color it is. It doesn't. But you can tell from the cap, it's that kind of reddish brown color for the illustrations, and then this regular tan color for the writing. And then the illumination was done with just blue and green micron pens. 0.5 and 0.005. For those of you that haven't seen my videos before, these micron pens are really fantastic for doing any kind of illustration in books like that, or tattoos on a figure, things like that. It's a really great way to get a nice fine line on them. And these can be found at, I get all these at Michael's. This one, the Pigment Micron ones are my favorites, and they've got a pretty wide variety of these in all different colors. So whatever colors you want to do for your illuminated manuscripts, these are the way to go with that. So yeah, for the most part, I'm going to dry brush the base, and then I'm going to do the base band, and then she'll be done. And we'll take one last look at her before I matte seal her and do the magic effect. All right, so I will go do that, and I'll come right back. See ya. Alright, so we've got the base done now. You can see I dry brushed that texture paste with the Niblet Green. Brought out all that lovely texture, and then did the forest green base band. She's looking pretty spiff. I really like how she's turned out so far. So up next, we're going to matte seal her. And for that, I just use Vallejo matte seal varnish spray. And then once that dries, we will paint that fire effect. So I think the next time you see this lady, she's going to be completely done. Unless I've got something to say about painting with inks on clear plastic, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that, and then we'll come back and see how she looks. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, there she is. Our finished Black Witch. I think she turned out really good. Like how the flame effect turned out. I basically just painted that in inks. And then I gave it an overwash of fluorescent yellow. Not really a wash, but kind of a glazing of fluorescent yellow. So ideally under black light, that whole effect will glow. and look really good. So I really like how she turned out. I'm going to go ahead and call her done, and we'll move on to the next figure. Next week we're doing the Red Witch, and I think she's going to be another. I think they're all going to be fairly quick paints, but I think they're all going to turn out pretty well. So thanks for joining us, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below, and if you want to be notified when new videos get posted, click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to support us in any way, check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We're on all those platforms. If you see a miniature on the site that you want to make one of your own, hit me up on Instagram. I can quote you a price for that. And if you want any Flying Monkey Studios merchandise, like t-shirts, things like that, hit me up on storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios and get all your merch there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.